Hey, well, it's spring break here on Padre Island. The fellas are out drinking and meeting girls and enjoying the beach. I am talking about bud break. In another life, I'd be out there with them, I'd be on the beach. But as I mature here, I appreciate a slower pace. And what's slower than growing grapes? And so, here we have the beginning at spring break of bud break. Going down the wire trellis. This is the Camminare Noir, just coming out like a beast, and lots of clusters already. Again, this is the second season, planted last year. Next door we have the Ambulo Blanc. On one side we have the cordons not doing much, just a little bit of bud break happening, and then more on this side. Next to that, we got the Black Spanish. Further behind most of the grapes, just starting to get some bud break here. And then we got Ambulo Blanc. And then we have the Blanc du Bois. These were all planted last year, but some are from 3-year-old stock or 2-year-old stock. So this is my second season on most of my grapes, at least the ones on this trellis. Blanc du Bois. Next to that, lomanto at the tip. Nothing in between that and the crown. There's a little bit at the crown happening. That's good. At least it's not dead. I wasn't sure about this one. And then this was another Blanc du Bois. It's doing great. And it's a younger plant. So the younger, I bought a 2-year root and I bought a 3-year root. And this 2-year is coming out faster than the 3-year. So that's the end of the top wire trellis grapes bud break. Well, here's a good example of apical dominance. I got this Catawba on a single pole trellis here, and I got some buds and some shoots coming out the top, and some shoots, and then I got nothing across here, and I got this big shoot on the end, and this has a lot of clusters already. Next to that is this Champanel, also on a single pole trellis. And it has some little clusters coming out. So these guys came out first and the most vigorous, and it's on the other side of the house. I actually get less sun than the wire trellis system. My original grape, the Champanel, is doing strange things, and I think it's because I used what they call a bull cane in an attempt to freshen up this vine and make it the new trunk, and I later found out that could be a mistake. So I'm getting some later budding until we get to more of this example of apical dominance at the end, which does have some clusters on it. On my new planting of Hall muscadine, I have signs of life. On my new planting of late fry. I have one little bit of bud break happening at the very tip. The rest is a stick. In a muscadine comparison, I got 0 life coming out of my Cowart muscadine. And this is a second-year vine, or second season planting. And just like my Cowart muscadine, this second season noble muscadine has 0 happening so far, while everything else, muscadine or not, is budding. And here's another example of having what is purchased as a 3-year-old plant compared to a 2-year-old plant. The 3-year-old is doing nothing. This is a lomanto, and no bud break yet in comparison to the 2-year, which has bud break. So we seem to be having a pattern where the vines that were purchased with older roots are having bud break later than their 2-year counterparts. And then I got some other propagations that are coming to life, mostly Champanel. Another Champanel. And these are cuttings from, right next to it are cuttings from Camminare Noir and Ambulo Blanc. We'll see if they amount to anything. Last year I used a propagation technique called air layering for my Camminare Noir, and I got good roots out of it, and I'm getting bud break from the new planting. So this will be its first year. It's really close to my Champanel, so I wasn't sure if it was going to take off, but it may end up replacing it. We'll see. It may be too close. But it's alive.